Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Even though just a few hours ago it was the six rings of the Nürburgring, I started to watch a little bit of Le Mans, and I was watching a little bit of our iRacing event. I thought, damn, I want to get back on a simulator, and so we're gonna do some racing. And by that, what I mean is we're gonna take the race team to Iowa from California. So right now we are in basically Oakland, and we're gonna fly all the way to Iowa. So that said, we've already got our battery turned on. Let's go ahead and turn on any other things here that need to be turned on. La da 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 da. We have not yet programmed our computer at all. Initialize position. Oh, a yes, please. All right, flight plan. Our flight plan is going to be. Oh, hang on. I should be able to open up the OFP here. There we go. Nice. So, we're going to be going KPC, right? Yeah. To KTNU. Is that right? KTNU? Yes, KTNU. And let's see, our cruise altitude. Where's my steps, please? 410. Okay, I thought so. Four one zero zero zero. Really? 410, yeah. Oh, hang on. I gotta see that problem. There we go. Flight level 410. Cargo poundage. Am I just missing it? How do I see how many passengers I had in this flight plan? Okay. Let's say 5 passengers. Blah, 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 blah. That'll work for me. Hey, that'll work for me too. All right. Flight plan. Let's do departures and arrivals. For departure, we're expecting the OZIF 4. Yeah, OZIF 4. Leaving on 19 right. With what transition? FMG transition? Alright, let's look at our legs. FMG to boink. Was that LLC? Blank. Well, let's take a look. 4731. Yeah, this one. Next. Alright, LLC to BAM. Bravo Alpha Mike. Boink. Again at the 40. Lima Charlie Uniform. Lima Charlie Uniform. Right there, please. Feeling weird, isn't it? Bear with 2 R's. Bravo, Echo, Alpha, Romeo, Romeo. Then from bear to curse with a K. K, uniform, Romeo S, Sierra, Echo. That's going to go Onl, O-N-L, O-N-L, boink. Neil, 42 will work. And Kate's, so execute. Alright, I think that's good for now. We know K-A-T-E-S as the transition. We'll go ahead and put that in. And execute again. Let's real quickly study the departure. The OZ4 departure. So it'll be at 2,700 above, and then 6,000 and above. All right, let's check and see real quickly whether our area is under monitoring. It looks like it is. Oakland Center, 134550. Oh, that's not a real frequency. 134550. All right, 134550 is tuned in. Center 134550. Yeah, I'm looking at SimAware real fast before I'm 100% sure I'm tuned into the right place.
American 1025 contacts the Los Angeles Center on 132.62, 3262.
13262, American 1025, thank you. See ya.
SimAware. Okay, I don't have a PDC, so... Oh. Hey! We're streaming. We've been streaming, haven't we? Anyway. We're streaming. That's fine. No worries. Finished the Watkins Glen 6-hour a little while ago. And am just now starting up this aeroplane for our NASCAR race. So, yeah, rocking and rolling, doing the things. I'm going to go ahead and start up.
Auckland Center, good afternoon, United 1057.
Let's start up the right engine
6000 for
so that we're not wasting battery anymore.
United 1057, Oakland Center, hello, climate maintain flight level 370.
Climate maintain flight level 370, United 1057.
So, we're doing our NASCAR Charter Series. As you know, we're taking off from Sonoma, California.
November 8813, Lima, Oakland Center.
And we're on our way to Iowa. Expect to be 2.5 hours or so in the air. And we're going to get up on out of here on our way to 410. Flight level 410 is our goal in this flight. 19 right's what we're looking for. Let's see here, airport, KPC, runways. Yes, charts, taxi, this button. Let's see what we're looking at here. So 19 right's where we want to be, so we want to go up Alpha Kilo is what we're hoping for. It's about time for us to call for IFR clearance. Uh-oh, where's the... Oh no, have I lost my pencil thing? Somewhere around here? Let's see, a flap switch. There's my, oh my god, my writing utensil for my tablet. Don't make me do this by memory. Just not good enough for it.
Oakland, Starfleet 1, can step away for just 1 minute?
Shit, I'm gonna have to look around for this. Problematic. Oh, alarm, alarm, alert.
Oakland Center, Starfleet 1.
And I don't see it anywhere. I figured I'd see it like a pen hanging down there somewhere. Oh, oh, oh! Oh my god, what was the deal there? That was crazy. Alright, let's look up our info. Weather, ATIS, if we can get it for VATSIM. We'll go with what we got. 2988. Alright, 2988 has been pushed to route. Did I get an information on that? I don't think I have a oh, keyboard. I don't think I have a keyboard ATIS. Do I? 133775? I guess I can try that. 133775.
Altimeter 29903. ILS and visual approach runway 3028er. Notices to air mission. Bird activity vicinity airport. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Zulu.
Information Zulu.
Metro Oakland International Airport ATIS information Zulu. 0053 Zulu. 1260 at 16 just 25. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 19er. 2.9er. Altimeter 29903. ILS and visual approach runway 3028er. Notices to air mission. Bird activity vicinity airport. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Zulu.
Alright, Oakland Zulu is what I got.
Metro Oakland.
Alright, tune back over here to 134550. And do we have a good engine numbers to start? We do, right? Okay.
Starfleet 1, contact NorCal approach on 133.905.
Starfleet?
3395, good day, sir, Starfleet 1.
All right.
Oakland Center United 1810, request descent.
All right. Request IFR clearance. Where am I going?
United 1810, say again.
We'd like to start descending now if possible.
United 1810, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 220.
KTNU. Where the hell is KTNU?
Okay, descend down hours discretion, maintain flight level 220, United 1810.
Newton.
United 1810, amend the altitude, descend and maintain level 230.
230, United 1810.
All right. I guess I should call for clearance. A lot of people online. Oakland Center RFK 617 requesting clearance to Newton, Ohio via the
Romeo Foxtrot Kilo 617, your transmission is broken and barely readable. I don't think you're talking to the right person. What's your airport of location?
Napa Airport. Am I in the wrong frequency?
Yeah, you're on the wrong one. Give the Oakland Center a call on 127.905.
127.905. Thank you very much. We'll flip over to that one. I'm not sure how to decide which one to be on. But now we're on 127.905. Oh. Oakland Center RFK 917. How do you read?
55.
Great, thank you. Was having trouble on another frequency. Oakland Center RFK 917. Request IFR clearance to Iowa as filed.
Okay, what's the call sign? RFK 917?
Excuse me, 617. Roush Fenway Kozlowska RFK 617.
I don't seem to have a flight plan on file for that call sign. Can you please check that you filed?
Boy, we're struggling today, aren't we? Okay, try it again there, Oakland Center, RFK 617.
Yep, just got it in here. Clearance on request, standby.
Thank you. I'm a mess. I'm a mess right now. I'm expecting Alpha Kilo. What's the name of the departure I'm using again? Ozzy. Just awaiting my clearance here, man.
RFK 617, clearance available, advisor to copy.
Ready to copy, thank you, 617.
RFK 617, cleared to Kilo Tango November Uniform Airport Aussie for departure Mustang transition, then as filed. Climb view sit except maintain 6,000. Departure will be with me, squawk 3323.
Cleared, OZ for departure, will climb maintain 6,000 with you, 3323, squawk, RFK 617.
RFK 617 readback is correct. Napa reporting winds 22011. If you want me to do 24 or 19 right, do you have a preference?
It intended 19er right, but we'll do whatever you need.
Alright, you can expect runway 19 right for departure and advise ready for taxi.
19er right, we'll advise ready for taxi, RFK 617.
Smoke 1215, contact NorCal approach 133.905.
Okay, let's get number
133.905,
one started up. Man, I feel like we've been all over the place so far. Left, run, booyah, and let's turn on our strobe, nav, beacon, and taxi lights. Looking okay. We'll tell the folks to buckle up, baby! Alright. So we have clearance, ready for taxi whenever we're ready. Let's see here, 19er right's what we were cleared. Note I didn't double check. We may as well do this while we're doing this stuff. The OFP calls for block fuel 5130. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's gonna be another. There we go. Oakland Center, RFK 617, ready for taxi.
RFK 617, runway 19 right, taxi via Alpha Kilo, advise ready for departure.
Alpha Kilo to 19 right, will advise. Alright, so straight out here to Alpha 1, and then right all the way to the end. Alright, boys and girls, let's get it on the road. Pull up the chat over here. Haven't done that yet. Alright, let's get us going here. Alpha Kilo, all the way to the end. I'm going to warn you for this flight. Gotten some inebriation. the form of really good Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, and 25 milligrams of edible CBD Delta 9. Only 25, like it was half of the thing. But we're just gonna do this, hold short of this runway, make sure that we understand what we're doing as we leave. Okay, 19er right. It is the correct runway, confirmed. Let's take a quick look and make sure we understand what we're doing first. Legs. Already set. Flight director enabled. No vertical restrictions outside of that. Set. Okay. Alright, let's just real quickly look at the range then. So that's directly south, is that right? That doesn't seem right. Alright, yeah, that looks right. It should, okay, 0.6, right? It should ask me to turn. Oakland Center, RFK 617, holding short, runway 19 right.
RFK 617, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 19 right, RFK 617, thank you.
Oakland Center, good evening. Inferno 11 with you, flight level 512.
512?
Inferno 11, Oakland Center, good evening.
He's up there.
How you doing tonight, sir?
He's up there.
Well.
Good to hear, good to hear.
All right.
Oakland Center, Citation CJ4 Charlie Alpha with you at 15.5 just north of the Don Pedro Reservoir.
Number 43 Charlie Alpha, Oakland Center, welcome back. The Modesto Altimeter 29er88.
29er88, 43 Charlie Alpha.
And November 43 Charlie Alpha, actually, Modesto Altimeter has just changed 29er83.
29er83, 43 Charlie Alpha.
Positive rate. Gear coming up.
Oakland Center, WestJet 613 to flight level 350.
Who is that? WestJet 613, what's your location?
Location inbound Sunday, north of Sacramento.
Alright, WestJet 613, ident.
Okay, let's come back to climb.
WestJet 613, radar contact 50 miles southwest of the Klamath Falls VOR, good afternoon.
Oakland, good evening. Alfonso 453, level 340.
Alfonso 453, Oakland Center, good afternoon. Alaska 1182, contact Oakland Center 123.8. Alaska 1142, Oakland Center 123.8.
123.8 for Alaska 1142. Thanks for the service. We'll see you.
Number 43 Charlie Alpha, contact Oakland Center 123.8.
Over to 123.8, 43 Charlie Alpha.
All right, we're up in the air.
1521, you're leaving my airspace. Seattle's offline. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Bye-bye.
Frequency change approved. Have a good night. Thanks for your service.
RFK 617, radar contact just off the field at Napa. Clementine flight level 410.
Flight level 410, RFK 617. Haven't even turned on the autopilot yet, but we'll go ahead and get this dialed in.
Inferno 11, descend and maintain flight level 210.
Good, 210, Inferno 11. If it's alright with you, sir, we'd like to stay up here for about 4 more minutes.
That's perfectly fine. Just let me know when you start the descent.
Yeah, we'll give you a holler, Inferno 1.
Tasty. Tasty, tasty. So, today on the Dirty Torque team, we ran, let's see, autopilot.
Hey, Inferno 11, I'm going to assume you'd like the high tack on Zulu runway 31 left right approach.
Negative, sir. We'll take the visual 31 left.
All right, sounds good. You can expect the visual approach runway 31 left. The altimeter is 2986.
So, anyway, so today, the Dirty Torque boys, we ran the 6 hours of Watkins Glen. I started us off for the first 2 hours and struggled like a mofo. Jamie got in, did probably somewhat better than me, but still struggled. And then Bryce got in when it started raining and just dominated, like dominated. So we started 16th. I ran dead last. Jamie ran last running, and then we ended up finishing P5 because of Bryce's rain brilliance. Like he just survived all the guys who were dying. It was pretty incredible. So, all that said, successful day in the iRacing. Finishing top 5 at an endurance event. I'm always happy about that, especially given the start. Start was hard. Start was rough. I thought, I went down and started watching 24 Hour of Le Mans, and thought, man, I kind of want to do this flight. So let's do this flight. Here's what we're doing today. I guess what we'll do is turn off this bad boy and look at where we're at. So we're coming up on Aussie here, and we're turning right to go all the way to Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa. We're going to fly into KTNU, Kilo Tango November uniform. I do not have any special scenery or anything for it. That's where we're going to land. It's right next to the racetrack. It's what we're going to do. It'll probably be dark when we get there. If I'm not mistaken, I am on live weather, live time, but I'm in the East Coast. The airplane's right now on the West Coast.
No traffic observed between you and the
it's dark outside my window. So we're on our way to 41,000 feet.
Yep.
With a pretty full tank of gas. I don't think we'll run out or anything. We're not tight, but definitely a full tank of gas. Full bags, as the nerds say. So I do expect it to be a night landing, even if it wasn't a dusk taking off. Tasty. You'll likely hear Lamar sounds in the background. I'm going to turn on this other monitor here Le Mans noises. YouTube TV, sure. Join live, thank you.
Intervention. We will see.
I quite like your
I'm just hoping the Mustangs are still doing good.
Should we go with that?
Live coverage of the FIA World Endurance Championship will return on Motor Tracks. We've never spoken, but you've told us many things.
Look at the western.
Hate parallel parking.
Like, the ocean's only right back there. Like, it's just barely out of view. And then look how flat this is.
Begin with you.
Some people would rather crash than slow down.
I built this club out of nothing. This is my family. This is war.
We're past.
Rated R. Only in theaters this Friday.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost
Okay,
a fortune.
standard altimeter. Off on the landing lights.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Alright, nobody cares. What the hell is this?
Yeah, is that
Old Spice?
Back with the water leak. I think that car may be done. Look to the faces of the WRT mechanics. It's been a long, long day for them so far. Will Stevens in car 12 under investigation for a slow zone procedure. That was
it's one of the BMWs.
The previous slow zone, wouldn't it? Down to the first chicane. 46 car in the air. How serious is the water leak? They'll be seeing.
All right, we're passing 210. We're on track.
Yeah, you're not going to get very far.
410 is the target. 2,000
majority
feet
of the
per minute.
water. As despite these cold conditions, the engine's going to overheat in no time at all.
121 nautical miles to FMG.
Well, that's the risk. Does he continue to get back to the pits just
everything looks
in
okay
the
to
hope
me?
that it doesn't overheat and risk the engine?
I suppose you could go some distance, stop, turn it off.
Yeah, we're just
wait a little
cruising.
bit, cool down a bit, restart
That's
it.
2212 over the center, ident.
You know, you've got to try to get the car back. It's Le Mans. It's what happens here.
It's that first car thing, isn't it? They always had some kind of quirk. I was talking to a driver that finished 4th at Le Mans about his first car, Tim Sugden, in a BMW. He said he could only ever get 20 minutes at a time in, so he used to keep.
That's 2212, where their contact 60 miles southwest of the Planet Sol VR. Good afternoon.
What type of magazines? Oh, Autosport, you mean? Oh,
Almost
okay.
certainly. Or something better. There you go. It's 13 minutes to 1 o'clock. Happy birthday, by the way, to Yei Fei. By the way, he is now 24 years old. Toto Gazoo Racing still lead this race. And
so is that Alex Lynn going by the Ferrari there?
He did. Good spot, Peter.
Well done.
So hopefully the oil will be less of a problem for him now.
That has been race-long issue for the, we think, for the number
Pick up a
50
little
car.
bit of speed here as we
refilled
climb.
at least once with oil. We've seen at least 2 cars behind it with, well, emulsification all over the windscreen, but that's been from the very start of this race. It seems that the number 50 car's been losing, we think, oil. There was a, I think you called it an oil bomb, didn't you, earlier in the race?
That's what the team's got, yeah, oil bomb.
Let's look at our next.
Preloaded, pressurized system. The oil goes in at a rapid rate, so it doesn't cost them.
Inferno 11, your clear visual approach, so altitude unrestricted.
Okay, I think
using
you're
oil
changing.
240, but okay, well, visual approach is okay.
It's not going to go away. How much worse is it going to get? They often get worse as the engines get older during the length of the race.
No, it's not a problem. It's kind of weird. Technically, when I give you an approach clearance, it'll invalidate kind of any altitude restriction I gave you, basically.
The longer that goes on,
yeah, no, I've been a pilot for almost 20 years now. I've never
the car that he does share with Valentino Rossi.
give you a visual approach and
great battle
well
here
over
between
30
Alex Lynn in feisty form.
Well, you got good eyesight.
Antonio Loco.
Well, we were so far up and it was so clear on today, so yeah, we were able to see it.
Slow zone on the
Gotcha.
exit, restart on the exit, and then you had all the traffic there.
Let's turn the race down a bit.
Lufthansa 453, contact Salt Lake Center 120.27.
Salt Lake 12027 on Sunset 453 United.
243 in about 20 seconds. Still, the 46 has not moved. It's not good news. Leading car in GT3, by the way, is still the Buescher, the Manside Pro Racing Buescher. Quite the comeback because they grabbed it down to 12. So
Climb at 2,000, see if we can get up there.
Coming out of the Dunlop. No, it's just coming into the Dunlop chicane, and yeah, the slow zone will be removed in at 49.30. Yeah, we're going past that now. So yeah, Rio just gets away with that one. That was getting pretty tight. So because car 6, Van Toor, being the 15 seconds behind him, could have benefited a couple of seconds there, but Rio just about got away.
And sir, for the Sunset 453 so this should just be one more time.
120.27.
Right, 12027, thanks.
Inferno 11, runway 31 left, clear to land.
31 left, clear to land. Inferno 1, thanks.
So after this, I should be switching over to.
Pretty clear to me. So he thinks so, yes, for softs to be the next option for the 51 car.
Figure it out.
Laps for Collado, they're on lap 9 at the moment. So the couple of laps to the side. Now we've removed the slow zone, we'll get an idea. So I'm watching Fred Makawiki, who's our best candidate to see.
Yeah, Oakland Center.
These conditions.
It's still Oakland Center. He's just got like multiple frequencies for whatever reason.
Ferda 11, extra runway left, ramp the Alpha, good night.
Saying Ferda 11?
Sorry, well, I just, when we can, Inferno 1.
Jeez, look at all these. Like, I'm gonna switch it over here. You guys can see this. Desktop. So look at all these frequencies. One of these 3 Oaklands is the one that I'm under. I'm at 127 950. But I don't fully understand what these others mean. So we're just following along, man. Like, this is the deal. So here's us in this middle zone, NorCal approach. But I'm running in the midst of Oakland Center, which I think I'm staying with throughout this departure. But from there, so cool, I'll have Salt Lake Center, and then if they're still online when I get there, Denver Center to get to Iowa. For NASCAR clock. But as we're looking here real quickly, we are passing 300 on course per the flight director and VNAV, and climb and nice and steady. Airspeed seems okay, 245, 246, that range. That's only 0.65 of Mach, but we'll pick that speed up a little bit when we get to cruising altitude.
RFK 617, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain 350, RFK 617.
WestJet 613, climb maintain flight level 370.
Up to 370, WestJet 613.
Oakland Center, good evening, Rockford 22 to 380.
Squawk 4022, Oakland Center, good evening. Squawk 4022, descend and maintain flight level 240.
240, Rockford 4022.
Flight level 350 incoming. Per instruction.
RFK 617 traffic is at your 3 o'clock, 10 miles northbound, and A320, flight level 360.
Yeah, we'll keep a lookout for A320 at 360 at my 3 o'clock. RFK 617.
And Alaska 1315, traffic at your 11 o'clock, 10 miles eastbound to Cirrus Jet, flight level 330, climbing 350.
I can tell you how much you spent on takeout and you can track my spending by cloud. 1, 2. 1, no it's not, and 2, Rocket Money. It's a finance app that shows you all your accounts, bills, and subscriptions in one place, and analyzes your spending habits to create a custom budget that works for even you. I can do that too. I'll just altitude, credit card, spreadsheet I can look on. Yes, but Rocket Money does it for you.
Here's what they're talking about. So here's the traffic advisory I got. There's me at coming up on 350, and this guy at 360. We're like crossing paths.
2212, descend and maintain 12,000.
Oh, there he is right there. See? That's why you get the advisory. Like, that's substantive.
30 lap old slick, so
And Delta 2212, you can descend at pilot's discretion, cross Tudor at 12,000.
Swinging right behind us here. Alright.
Westjet 613, traffic's at your 2 o'clock, 25 miles south
Bring
or
our
northbound
throttles
at
back to
A320,
cruise.
flight level 360.
We're hanging at 350 right now. Hopefully we can
Keep an eye
get
out, Westjet 613.
at Mach 0.72. Ah, Le Mans. Need to run the majors next year. It's so special. There's something so special about Le Mans at night.
He's not passed the line again since he did his 357.
And we've got another yellow flag out at Marshall's post 3. So the Dunlop S's at the start of the lap has caught out somebody else as the temperatures drop. Although she's made the point, the road is drying, there's no more rain in the air.
How we doing this airplane? We're coming up on the red on the tape. 350. 33 miles to go until FMG, which is our first major waypoint along the way. So we still got a ways to go. Open ATC clears us up to our target altitude of 410 in a minute. But we're on our way.
Still to this day, I'm completely unaware as to why they didn't split the strategy and save their race there. Yeah. So listen to what's going on with James Collado.
83 will box the lap after us, so we'll be free in the pit lane. We'll be free in the pit lane.
Oh, through the gravel. Gets a bogey there.
Oakland Central, being United 4901, flight level 380, inbound, 30 miles from top to 7. Unit 491, Oakland Center, good evening. Walker 4022, descend via the Tarver, 1 arrival, the Reno altimeter 2995.
Senator Walker 422, I think unfortunately I'm having an issue with my arrivals here. I only have the Onaho 2.
Okay, are you able to proceed direct to Tarver?
Yeah, I can go direct harbor.
Okay, Walker 4022, proceed direct Tarver, cross Tarver at 14,000.
That was Tarver 14000, Walker 422. Sorry.
Affirmative. Direct Tarver, cross Tarver at 14000.
Tarver, cross at 14000, Walker 422.
Oakland Center, United 801, maintaining 320.
Still think that one of the Ferraris, they've got the pace. I still think.
United 801, Oakland Center, good evening.
Make it clearly
RFK 617, climb maintain level 410.
Flight level 410, RFK 617.
And WestJet 613, did you want to go back down to 350 or are you good at 37?
Good up at 370.
Roger.
On our way up to 410, baby! Flight level change. Print screen.
Walker 4022, expect the ILS runway 35 left approach, Reno altimeter 295.
ILS 35 left approach, Walker 422.
Oakland Center, good evening. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, Sierra Papa, entering airspace flight level 430, 50 miles northeast of Gaffney.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, Sierra Papa, Oakland Center, good afternoon.
Alright, so now that we're well established into this ATC area, and we've got Lamar happening on a monitor way over to my left. I think we still got a long ways to go before this flight has any kind of conclusion, right? Yeah. Long freaking way to go, don't we?
Oakland, hello, this is UPS to have the flight level 320.
UPS 992, Oakland Center, good evening. Oakland Center, United 491, we're at the top of descent now. United 491, say again? We've reached our top of descent, United 491. Alright, United 491, descend via the Diamond 5 arrival. Descend via the Diamond 5, United 491. Alright, United 491, are you able to accept the Diamond 5 arrival? Stand by for United 491. Walker 4022, descend and maintain 12000.
12000, Walker 4022, and can we also
right
get
now
the
to see where I'm at relative.
Walker
4022, pass perfectly fine after Tarver, fly present heading.
A lot of coverage tonight,
and down to 12000, Walker 4022.
as you can hear. Well, live is better than as a terrible participant. Salt Lake Center on... I can't see it. Shit. I can't see it. There we go.
I think Salah's car that has crept a little bit further, but of course while all this is going on, he's becoming ever more of a hazard. At least it's not on the road, but he's hemorrhaging laps.
He's down now to 18th in class. Has been as high as second, I think actually.
Alright, that's me. Alright. So, sorry. I've been doing things. So, here's the thing.
Alright, United 491, we should be fine without you switching. Descend via the Modesto 9 arrival, cross seeds at 1-1000.
Stud track side. You think, okay, he's alright, who's in a race car? Being that close.
Salt Lake Center's next at 120275. So we'll do that.
Center United 1126 over Ellen, flight level 350.
United 1126 Oakland Center, radar contact, good evening.
20275, right? I mean, that's a brutal number.
Sally has been racing a 296 in GT World Challenge Sprint,
with Charlie Eastwood.
So you will be reasonably familiar with the systems, and the car is moving. Come on.
But it's moved already to get there.
Center United 491, are we able to get the Mod 9er rifle transition via OAL? Yeah, so United 491, descend via the Modesto 9 arrival, cross feeds at 1-1000.
Yeah, he seems to be able to get it going and then move, say, 50 yards.
Proceeds at 1-1000.
Coming up on 410!
Oakland Center, Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, Sierra Papa, any chance direct Jenny?
Yeah. Very fresh beer.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, Sierra Papa, what do you want direct to?
Jenny, Golf, Echo, November, for Echo.
Okay, let me see, 1 sec, stand by. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, Sierra Papa, yeah, unfortunately we're going to keep you on the route for now, sorry about that.
Couple screenshots.
No worries, we'll maintain the route, Charlie Foxtrot Alpha.
Walker 4022, descend to maintain 1-1000.
1-1000, Walker 4022.
And Walker 4022, airport is at your 1 o'clock, 30 miles before at the site.
I want to run down for a beer. It's close to... This close! We're at 410. 11 nautical miles. I have enough time to run down for a beer. Enough time! I'm gonna get the call. RFK switch over to blah 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 blah. Salt Lake Center.
It's still, you know, I tend to agree with Peter. If we can get back to a full dry track,
we're spinning. We're moving. We're spinning. Edibles are happening. Beers are happening at the same time. Oh, it's the last beer. Can you believe it? It's the worst thing ever. I'm out of edibles and out of beers. Those two things together make a special impact.
This 4022 has the airport in sight.
This will be the last beer. The final beer.
Walker 4022, say again.
We have the airport in sight.
Walker 4022, clear visual approach, runway 35 left.
Clear visual approach, 385.
Must head up in time for next ATC call.
Walker
Holy
4022, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, that guy.
Clear to land, Walker 4022.
Good for him.
Delta 2212,
I'm like a couple hours away from that.
135.1, bye-bye.
Oh, turning right! Turning right alert! Oof. Autopilot. Doing autopilot things.
Focus Center, CDM 32, rushing yard for to Santa Ana.
Flaps are at 0. 3 green to red. We're up on. Ugh.
TVM 32, 133.905, please.
132.905, TVM 32.
Alright. Hey, we're off to a good start. 410. We are at cruising altitude after all those banana shenanigans.
617, contact Salt Lake Center 120.27.
Salt Lake Center 12027. Cheers, thanks for the ATC. 12027. Salt Lake Center.
You're going to get a race. It's not going to be simple. It's not going to be, oh, that was way wide. It was.
Salt Lake Center, RFK 617 with you, flight level 410.
Well, that's a proper battle now. That's a second and a half's worth of a gap. And the way that Fuoco is going suggests it won't be long before he makes a move. It won't be on this next section because the yellow flag is there. They're preparing for the slow zone and they come into the slow zone now. So Fuoco not able to make a move until he gets to the next.
And calling Salt Lake, can you just say again the call sign?
Yeah, RFK Romeo Foxtrot Kilo 617.
RFK 617 Salt Lake City Center, good evening.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for the ATC.
Lufthansa 454, contact LA Center 118.025. You good night.
It's number 4, isn't it? Yeah.
With 9 different manufacturers and 23 cars in the hypercar category, we were in for a big race. And so
Lufthansa 481, leaving my airspace to the north. Racers terminated for change approved.
how close quarters it is. Look at that, you can almost feel that your toes are touching the Buescher in front. But the caddy just being bounced around the outside by the Ferrari, just being a little bolder, a little deeper in under braking.
Hey, hello. Hey. So, I finished an endurance race. Now I'm cruising 41,000 feet.
It's not daylight, it is
The coolest guy ever.
12 hours in, but this is a great view on board from the Cadillac number 3. Started on the
It was warm when I was racing.
Here's the
It was warm when I was racing.
starting behind the pole sitter in third. Okay, can't go inside, your teammates there, so you know there's no option but to back up.
Salt Lake Center, Noble 878 needs to step away for 1 to 2 minutes.
There's your teammate who's got around the outside for 4th second. Trapped. Can't let him get away with that. He'll stay outside the caddy. Not quite into the time.
That's Bruce.
That's just struggling a little. That's Warman. He's normally really good. He's maybe not quite so quick. Down the Mulsanne though. They're into the Mulsanne corner. Looking back from the race leader. And here comes the 50 Ferrari. Antonio Fuoco going a long way round the outside. This is a great pass for the lead. See it on board. Coming down towards Indianapolis here. The fastest part of the circuit over the brow. Sweeping down towards the flat out right-hander. Feedbacks there. The quickest pass Ridgeback got back online. Bringing the speed right down to the second part. Short squirt down to Arnage. Hairpin right. Hard right turn. Slowest part of the circuit. We have the lead on lap 1. Only 23 hours, 59 minutes and a couple of seconds to hang on to that, and jobs in the number 2 Cadillac back in the garage, back in the pit lane rather. The rule in the pits is that no more than 2 people can work on the car at any one time. And as a result, anything more than basic stuff and a pit stop will be done in the garage where you can throw all bodies at it.
Information to the pit lane. It seems that we may be staying longer than we expected with the safety cars on track. It seems that we may
On our way to BAM. We are at our cruising altitude though, nice and comfortably. Cruising at cruise. Might bump them up a tad. We get to 210 on indicated airspeed. 750 as far as Mach. But again, 410 is the altitude. That's what we got to play with. 34 nautical miles until BAM, and then we're going to turn a Reche ever so slightly. The Lima Charlie uniform. Excellent call. Cruise along. I'd like to know what the GT3 standings are, please. Know what we forgot to do is make this work on me. That's after the race, before the flight. There we go. Nailed it. So the red light you're flashing, that's from Le Mans. Not from our awesome race.
So again, what you don't want if the rain is going to rain at a reasonably heavy level and the track remain pretty wet is tyre wet, so you've got no grip. In the same way that your road car, you are forced to change tyres that are going bald because there will be no grip in the wet. Ditto for a racing car.
However, and I don't disagree with your point at all, but if you are being told by race control that this is likely to be a long safety car period, and therefore you're going to be
Sorry. Outdoor time. It's me time. I hear that. That's why we protect all your vehicles here. But hey, nothing wrong with sticking it to the boss.
Oh, Flo, you're gonna take that? Why would that concern me? Because you're aren't you?
Huh. We never actually discussed hierarchy.
Okay, why don't we just stick to letting Dave know how much he can save when he bundles his home or auto with his boat or RV?
Wait, I thought Jamie was last.
Why is Special K so special? Multiple things. Oh, right, I see. It's the red flag. Oh, no, wait. Can you go back to Barry's? Special K. Special for a reason. WeatherTech knows that trucks like yours can...
Looks like it's good to go, doesn't it?
Felix, good evening. 993 Heavy Blue 250.
Worst case scenario, these guys need
Yeah, 923, Celeste Center, good evening. I'll have a flight level 370 for you in about 40 miles.
Roger, thank you very much.
Dude, this flight level is a baller. I got zero concerns. We're cruising. But can you imagine doing it in a private jet? Like, that's got to be the business right there. Be sitting in that seat. Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, Salt Lake Center, Noble 878 is back.
That's one. Oh. One way to do it. You're getting a big ass screenshot. That's probably gonna find its way into usage at some point. Press Windows plus logo key for blah 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 blah. Front stream. Yeah, boinkity boink boink.
If I make hello, this is UPS 992 has flight level 320.
UPS 992, flight 220, good evening.
Good evening.
That time we got one. Dave has screenshot blah 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 blah.
Southwest 2406, policy center, good evening.
I mean, let's look at our put in desktop mode and just real quickly see what are we covering. SimAware. Refresh. It's always a little bit. Oh, lots, right? I mean, Salt Lake Center for some time. All looking pretty good. I mean, what can go wrong at 410?
United 573, well,
United 573, policy center, good evening.
That's another of the cars that has gone by the board. Number 54 Ferrari, run by Vista AF Corsa, Thomas Floor, Francesco Castellace, Davide Rigon. A very experienced amateur driver, the bronze driver, Thomas Floor. The only man in the field, incidentally, who has a dresser, obviously apart from himself. By that I don't mean a wooden set of drawers with his clothes in one young man. Yes. Indeed. And that was the car that crashed early on, so you're aware that he went out with Floor damage. Indeed. Yes. The very first retirement of the race, unfortunately, for Thomas Floor. This is always the time of day, or here night, when...
Flight level 410. Max speed. I mean, what is it? 269. You're not fucking around.
Just use the brakes to get a little bit of regen, and then you can use the left paddle to manual deploy, just to manage the SOC and keep temperature of the battery.
Still halfway between, not even halfway between BAM and LCU.
So using the brakes to regen, so the Lamborghini and the
Let's think a little bit about our approach. Our arrival and approach. About 1 billion miles from now. From Kate's.
If you lift off the throttle, that electric motor then becomes an electric generator being turned by the motion of the wheels, and like an alternator on your road car, it generates electricity and sends it back to the battery. So it's a motor generator unit, an MGU. It can send electrical power to the wheels, or power from electricity to the wheels, or the wheels can help it spin and generate electricity.
Alright, so what's going to happen here?
It goes back into the battery. So that's the regen bit.
Oh, it's really different.
You can use the pedal on the steering wheel to deploy, to manually deploy that electric hybrid charge if you want, or to help you regenerate it. There'll be a pedal there to help you regenerate it without needing to use the brake pedal. That will also help state of charge, SOC, or what we refer to as how much battery you've got left on your phone or on your watch, or indeed in your remote control car. So it is a way of charging up the battery. If you've ever driven a Lexus or another hybrid that's got an indication of which way the electrical power is flowing, either by being regenerated under braking or using it to power the car, then you'll know exactly in graphical terms what I'm struggling to describe without a whiteboard and a pen. On board with the third of our Porsches in the Penske fleet, this is Mathieu Chaminet.
A whole new waypoint here that don't exist here. LCU to Bear.
That's about as lucid as it gets. The human eye will detect a little bit more. The screen, the angle of it, and the air going over it helps to clear a little bit of the water. But unlike your road car, the tear-offs here will not have Rain-X or another water dispersal agent on them. So
Southwest 2406, turn right, heading 290, vectors for some traffic.
And as with your own road car, flicking the wiper switch, nothing happens. Not something you'll be able to fix from the cockpit.
No, and it's going to be a long stop potentially, because although you can, for some things, just put a new section on the car, new front, new rear, wiper mechanism, wiper electrics, that's going to take a little bit more time to trace. It could be something confused, it could be something more sinister, but it doesn't have the makings of being a quick pit stop for that as the rain continues to fall, and number 6
back,
second, let's listen in.
59, Salt Lake City Center, good evening.
1 and 2, use dry line. Ash, good grip, use dry line. Cross,
good evening, American. Okay, 39er 0, just
outside line. Counting a lot of understeer exit. 4, not great grip, dry line.
Salt Lake City Center, 35 Bravo, flight level 30.
So
35 Bravo, Salt Lake City Center, good evening. And who was the American that was checking in?
American to be 39er 0.
Alright, get this 6 Salt Lake City Center, good evening. Noble 878, contact LA Center, 118.02.
Yeah, 118.02 for Noble 878. Thanks for the service today, sir.
United 932, refreshing 923, climb maintain, flight level 370.
Climb maintain 370, 9 miles per hour.
United 573, descend and maintain, flight level 320.
50 there for 573.
And United 573, just want to verify flight level 320, something like 220.
Flight level 320 for 573.
Benefits or otherwise of using an old set of wets under this safety car or a brand new set. I may be misreading it, but one of the websites is talking about one of
Southwest 1T406, turn left heading 270.
So the Bueschers, Lamborghini and Cadillac and so on, they only can drive the rear wheels. So fresher tyres on the front help you to build a bit more temperature perhaps, or just have a little bit more control on the front as you deploy that hybrid. Now you're not allowed to deploy the hybrid till you're over 190 kilometers an hour, and they won't be doing that behind the safety car anytime soon.
Salt Lake Center, hello, Delta 204, heavy, flight level 1410.
Alpha 204, Salt Lake Center, good evening.
Evening.
Southwest 2406, clear direct from Papa Romeo Oscar Mike Tango. Southwest 2406, clear direct prompt. That's Papa Romeo Oscar Mike Tango.
Direct prompt, Papa Romeo Oscar Mike Tango. Stint, and he is giving information to the garage, and whoever is due to take the car over next will have the headsets on and be listening to that information. So they'll go, okay, use the normal dry line everywhere apart from here where you use the wet line, here where you use the wet line, and here where you use the wet line. So you see a number of teams are preparing for pit stops. Another number of teams are not.
Well, if this is likely to be a long safety car period, it will be in the team's best interests to put the slower driver of the team in and therefore not waste your quick driver. And they don't want to waste Estra, so they may well put Andre Lotter in, who's, I know he's not been long out of the car, but he's not been as quick as Kevin Estra, and don't waste Kevin's speed because you can't use it at the moment.
Well, there's a bus I didn't see coming. Andre Lotter, a slow driver.
Slower driver.
I think that probably applies in LMP2 and GT3. There's some great well-wishers messages in the Iron Dames garage, and they are still in the race in 6th position currently as we remain behind the safety car. And those are just the messages coming in from fans here on site. And there are a few fans here, somewhere in the vicinity of 350,000 in capacity, sell-out crowd again. It's been impossible to buy tickets for this year's Le Mans for a very long time. And I think that's going to continue to be the case. In fact, it's probably likely to be more the case. If you're watching at home, you think, I really must go to Le Mans this year, or at some stage, one year. Actually, yes, you really, really must. If you've never been and watched it on telly and thought, oh, that looks like it might be quite fun, obviously, you know, a little bit less now because it's soaking wet. It is enormous fun. My favourite description of Le Mans is one from a Belgian journalist who was not only...
United 573, contact LA Center, 118.025, you have a good night.
118.025 for 573, see ya.
Southwest 2406, contact LA Center, 118.202, you have a good night.
Liver problems may occur and Crohn's disease.
He said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune, but I didn't have to listen to
Probably
them.
gonna run off a box out of a plus about hot fit for 5 minutes.
That's proof.
Fantastic. Much for one off box out.
Welcome to the Waverhood.
Wait here by the airplane. Buescher.
My thing, darling? Gardening. Some of us go for the dramatic.
How did I know Weaver had vanities in time?
This? Julie Ottoman's got legs. Sean, you'll flip for the poop run. In the Waverhood, there's a place for all of us. Wayfair, every style, every
Hi, what's your name? This is on your front.
Chili's here. No.
Hey, wait, you're back? Is this normal? Ask the tree back to you. How much is too much catnip? For everything you need, and everything you need to know. Find it at Chewy.
Unique style, cutting-edge innovation, and thoughtful details inspired by you. This is the all-electric RZ. This is Lexus Electrified.
Climate change. Vulnerable neighborhoods. Threatened ecosystems. Our challenge is to
Sunlight for Mr. Bravo from here.
Good.
You can change your station to Billy. Kilo Bravo and India Lima. We're getting some issues that we're checking in the ground.
X-ray Bravo Oscar, Sierra. Roger, clear to the Billings Airport via direct, maintain 13,000.
Direct to Billy, maintain 13,000 is present.
I think that's like legit and how.
Yep. Well, you've got Squad Drigger, very quick driver. Absolutely so. See what other teams do. PJ Hyatt, it was getting back into 14.
American 66, same Mach number.
Mach 86, American 66.
We seen Olivier Panis.
American 66, maintain Mach point 81 or less.
0.65 or less.
Last man to win a Grand Prix for the Ligier team. Still the last Frenchman to win. Yes. Believe. An all-round lovely bloke, unless you're racing against him, as his son will testify.
Right, okay.
Well, Olivier Panis' son Aurelien is a racing driver, racing in touring cars, but actually a lot of the time I see him racing in the trophy and across the ice racing, and he's a champion there. But very occasionally, Olivier will find the time to go out and race as well, and his elbows are pointier and sharper than I can ever remember them being when he was a professional racing driver. The fact that it's the lad makes absolutely probably actually exaggerates his aggression in traffic. So he still has a deep competitive streak, Olivier Panis, no question about it at all.
Riding on board with Ian James, who is the man behind the Heart of Racing team, the expat Brit, lives in America these days, but as we were reminded early on, used to race against Peter Dunbrack in front of Vauxhall Junior when Peter won the title. Ian went off to America where he couldn't really get the funds to race in the UK and has built up a good career and a good business out there. And this is the view on board from the Aston. And again, he is the bronze-graded driver, so he's put in for this night shift up behind the safety car and the reduced pace.
And Heart of Racing taking over the Northwest AMR Aston Martin entry last year of Paul Dallalana, who gave them on a dozen times probably. Dallalana decided just before Spa last year, the third race of the championship.
Delta 35 Bravo, say Mach number.
Times of the series, and Ian James, who'd been racing in the IMSA Tech Sports Car Series, gleefully took up the entry. Was still Northwest AMR car.
Back on the chair. Good to go.
This year,
Thank you.
Heart of Racing is the name above
Roger.
the door, and next year,
That's a 35 Bravo Max 74. Delta 35 Bravo, roger, maintain Mach point 80 or greater. Mach point 80 or greater.
That has reignited that in the original discussion.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 701, entering airspace, climbing through 230 from the southwest.
Delta 701, close to center, good evening.
Initial 1,000 horsepower power, top power limit was reduced, and now so the Valkyrie will be amended from its road car version and considerably down powered to become the mod hypercar, but it will be through the offices of Ian James and the insistence pretty much of Ian James that the program comes to fruition, and Auto Racing will be responsible for running it as well.
So the rain continues to fall and the safety car remains on track. 174 laps done, 12 and a half hours completed. So we are just into the second half of the race and drivers awaiting their next stint. Interesting that you want a guy in his racing boots for the Palace Racing Team, Rodrigo Salas, standing in a puddle, but sometimes they stand on a mat to keep the soles of their race boots dry. Sometimes they'll have overshoes that they kick off at the last moment. That doesn't seem awfully sensible, standing in the wet. Another driver change going on within, and we do look there that the sole of the boots being dry as Nico Veroni gives way.
Delta 35 Bravo, cross frenzy at and maintain 15,000, East Salt Lake City altimeter 2978. First wrap at 1, what was that? 1, can you repeat that again? Sorry. Delta 35 Bravo, cross frenzy at and maintain 15,000, East Salt Lake City altimeter 2978. Wrap at 15,000, altimeter 2978. American 66, cross frenzy at and maintain 15,000, East Salt Lake City altimeter 2978.
In constant communication as to how wet it is, whether it's drying out or not, and of course they will be looking at the weather map. The zebra at the front, zebra, potato, of the
American 66, cross frenzy at and maintain 15,000, Salt Lake landing north, East Salt Lake City altimeter 2978.
Aircraft 15,000, landing north, and last part of the altimeter cut off.
2978.
2978 cross jam and
It's a frenzy at and maintain 15,000.
then maintain 15,000.
And it's 83 when he runs in the European Le Mans Series, but somebody else came in and snitched 83 in the yellow Ferrari, so now he's 183 here in this LMP2 entry. Let's hear from Cadlic's Alex Pallam.
Salt Lake Lufthansa 122, 350. Could we please request 310?
Lufthansa 122, roger, just going to maintain flight level 310.
310, Lufthansa 122.
Alex Pello talking about how treacherous it is and how at speed there will be lots of aquaplaning. So conditions, and you can understand from race control why they're
Salt Lake Center, Delta 204 Heavy, about 5 miles south of the center.
difficult it is to drive. At race pace it would be virtually impossible.
Delta 204, for now, it's going to maintain flight level 330.
Center maintain 330, Delta 204 Heavy.
Correction, Lufthansa 122, 330, not 310.
Lufthansa 122, just going to maintain flight level 330.
330, Lufthansa 122.
Those curbs, the blue and yellow, Dragon's Teeth curbs, those are going to be wetter than the track for some while as well. fuel man there. What a shot eye. He's come well prepared, hasn't he, using the balaclava as a bit of an eye mask. So far, he's been exempt from any tomfoolery among his teammates.
Give it time.
Delta 35 Bravo, amendment to your routing advisory to copy. Delta 35 Bravo, you don't hear that. Actually, Delta 35 Bravo, negative, just disregard. Break it. American 66, amendment to your routing advisory to copy. American 66, clear to the Salt Lake City Airport, the direct Queen to join the Queen 5 arrival.
Not to make a mistake, because these conditions are terrible. Now, the race cars, by definition, are going at a reduced pace, but the safety car is neither an LMGT3 nor an LMP2 nor a hypercar. So that is still having to be driven actually very hard in horrible conditions.
Yeah, not as hard as it would be in the drive, but yeah, and it is a four-wheel drive Porsche 911, but you can see that...
Delta 204, amendment to your routing advisory to copy.
Clear to copy, Delta 204.
Delta 204, clear to the Salt Lake City Airport, the direct Queen to join the Queen 5 arrival. Descend and maintain 15,000.
Clear to Salt Lake, direct Queen to join the Queen 5 arrival. Descend and maintain 15,000, Delta 204 heavy.
Delta 35 Bravo, confirm you're on the Queen 5 arrival. Delta 35 Bravo, Salt Lake. Delta 35 Bravo, go ahead. Confirm you're on the Queen 5 arrival.
Definitely was, and drier by the way as well, and that's not
Salt Lake Center, Southwest 4287, climbing through flight level 302 to 372.
It is normally bitter at night.
Beer 5 arrival, Delta 35 Bravo.
Temperature overnight, but it was at least dry. Often it's wetter than an otter's pocket, and when you've only got two wheels, that makes it much less fun again. Kevin Matur bails out of 34.
Southwest 4287, Salt Lake City Center, Robert.
Under Sunny Hunter 122, can we step away for about 5 to 10 minutes?
Not some Europe-wide police force, that's Interpol. They are a large bakery concern based in Poland. In fact, a very, very large bakery based right on the outskirts of Warsaw. But they have a huge...
Lufthansa 122, Roger.
That's where the funding comes from. The family have been involved for many years. And Cooper started racing in V2V in SN2 cars, and here he is in the car that won Le Mans last year.
Salt Lake City Center, was that the leash? Delta 35 Bravo, was that the leash 5 or V05 arrival? At Delta 35 Bravo, it's the Queen 5 arrival, are you on it?
We're going to take the rear section off because presumably, I'm going to say a new one will go on. It won't, they're just going to reseat.
Negative Delta 35 Bravo. Can I stick to the previous arrival?
That's where it was overlapped, so he's had a little tap from somebody who's just popped it off the mounting pegs.
Delta 35 Bravo, there is no previous arrival. I show you file for the Queen 5 arrival. That's the arrival you should be doing. If there's any change to that arrival, you should have stated that before.
He came in third, he will drop down the order because he'll
Roger that, Delta 35 Bravo.
next safety car as it comes around, which will be safety car C. That is currently
Hey, Delta 35 Bravo, descend and maintain 15,000.
going around with cars are going around.
Descend and maintain 15,000, Delta 35 Bravo.
And the deal with the safety car
United 738, can you release for about 5?
maintain the same distance apart. So
That's approved.
the safety car drivers and Eduardo Freitas, the race director, will have predetermined what speed
So like City Center, Delta 662, Alpha 23, ready for push and start.
Delta 1662, push and start to your discretion, call already set.
Already detected, and then our equipment is A321 Slant Lima.
Yeah. Well, it was, and I might open the back door. Head to left. Smiley face on the left-hand side has just turned his back on us. That is Nick Minassion, the team principal in export. And again, ex-racer, ex-endurance racer, ex-opposition racer, but absolutely lovely chap. So, two racing drivers. Nick Minassion keeps claiming he hasn't retired. A couple of years ago, the European Le Mans Series race actually had to substitute in and drove the car as well as managing the team when one of the drivers was.
Salt Lake Center, 1 off Boxer has requesting descent flight level tree 8, correction, tree 4.
1 Alpha Foxtrot, descend maintain call 340.
Down to flight level 34, thank you so much.
Attention all aircraft, Salt Lake City Center is going to be closing in about 5 minutes.
Nicely surrounding everybody else in LMP2. The 37 car is leading, and the 47 car, which is just pitted, is the last car running. It may not be actually. It's still circulating in the number 23 car. Oh, look at this. First class surface. Manti Racing, Manti EMA. Yeah, please do not disturb sign there. No, I don't want breakfast.
American 66, descend via the Queen 5 arrival. You can expect the ILS runway 34 right approach.
Queen 5 ILS 34 right, American.
Delta 204, descend via the Queen 5 arrival. Expect the ILS runway 34 right approach.
Descend via the Queen 5 arrival, expect the ILS 34 right approach. Delta 204 heavy.
These few vital minutes, grabbing a bit of rest, are absolutely the lifeblood of what keeps them going through the race. You're looking there at a young man whose job is dog's body. There's always somebody who wants to get into the trade who is the tyre guy, and there he is just resetting the pressures in the tyres. Normally that would be done when they are hot and in the tyre oven. Those don't exist anymore in endurance racing, and as a result it is just cold pressure being set. And that will be, as we heard Rob Bell describe,
And number 77901 Papa, Salt Lake City Center. I'm going to be closing here momentarily. You can resume to unit comm.
This race, 47 rookies.
Yeah, Salt Lake Center for 1 up Foxtrot. When I enter the airspace of the next center, do I just check in with my call 7 altitude to where I'm going?
Number 1 Alpha Foxtrot, all you got to do is just check in with your altitude. If a previous controller told you to state a certain thing, like a heading or speed restriction, you can also state that, or state it as requested.
Look at the top of the picture. Look at the
All right, thank you so much.
coming in from the air vent. You can see in the corrugations there is water sitting there. We saw the water dribbling into the Cadillac and getting Sebastian Bourdais' leg nice and cold.
Salt Lake City Center, Delta 35 Bravo, set unit on frequency 127.625.
Which means no driver identifier and no radio. So you'll be going radio check, radio
And Delta
check.
35 Bravo,
Seen it still attached to the roof and taken it off and plugged it in. And the reason it's attached to the roof is
American 66 at Flakes, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
At Blake's Fire approach 34 right, American.
Delta 204 at Flakes, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
Clear for the ILS 34 right approach, Delta 204 heavy.
That was the same Lamborghini we saw Roman Grosjean getting wet in. He has now pitted, he's bailed, he's got to get dry and warm, and out on track. Flags are still being waved.
Salt Lake City Center, Delta 652, ready to taxi.
Delta 1662, runway 34 left taxi via Alpha, and you can monitor Unicom now.
The sister car, but Daniel
3 for left via Alpha, and then can you just make sure our code, I know it's saying A320, we're at 321.
As he heads up towards the completion of lap 177, we can just go on board and listen to the conversation.
And Delta 1662, I have changed it for you.
Thank you, have a good night.
How is the situation? Who is first, second, please? Let's go copy because we just saw.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So at the moment, fueling is Toyota number 8, okay? They are in...
Number 1 Alpha Foxtrot, LA Center is now closed. Monitor Unicom with 2.8, you have a good one.
Two safety car behind us.
LA Center is closed, 122.8. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Safety car C as well.
Delta 701, I'm closing now. Radar service terminated. Change approved.
Is that for Delta 701?
Hey, firm.
Alright, over to Unicom, thanks to ATC Delta 701.
Delta 35 Bravo, I'm closing now. Radar service terminated. Change approved.
Delta 35 Bravo, thank you very much. Have a good one.
American 66, you can switch over to CTAF now. Please change approved. And Delta 204, radar service terminated. Switch to CTAF approved.
Over to CTAF. Have a good night. Thanks for the ATC. Get some rest, boss man.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
He's absolutely bored rigid, and because he hasn't got his phone there to phone home, he's got his radio to phone home instead. Again,
Federal Aircraft, Salt Lake City Center is now closed. Monitor your Unicom with 2.8. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks for the ATC, good day. See you on Computer Zero.
Thanks for Lee, good day. You guys managed to have it back.
Lufthansa 122, we're back in cockpit.
63 Lamborghini, get it ready for another pit stop. Again, you see the driver with the cool seat insert, so that mesh there in the centre. These cool seats are a new innovation, extremely light, a full seat for a former car.
Ogden ground, Baron 2000 Sierra Papa IFR to Vernal, ready to copy with India.
So not only is it better for driver comfort and a cool driver, maybe, is an efficient driver because it doesn't overheat and therefore his brain still works, and keeping the core temperature of the body down is really, really important. But secondly, it's a mere 2 kilo weight saving on a standard seat. So Lamborghini using them, the AF Corsa Ferrari team, the factory Ferrari team are using them as well. And I sense that those seats are going to become increasingly popular in single-seater racing and in formula racing. The man behind the company is a former race engineer from a number of categories. In fact, spent quite a lot of time engineering Chuck Montero of World Touring Cars and has designed these seats. They are carved from a solid block of special foam, all fully FIA approved. All the adhesives and the covering, again, all FIA approved, as they must be for safety purposes. You can't just use any old foam, because it's extremely flammable. And it looks like a major innovation, lighter than the standard seat, more adjustable and more comfortable than the standard seat, more interchangeable than the standard seat, and it keeps the drivers cool. Today, less of an issue in these conditions, but it's certainly been proved to be a benefit by the Ferrari drivers, and the Lamborghini guys have embraced that technology as well.
So, 10 to 5 in the morning here at Le Mans. Toyota leads Porsche leads Toyota. Again, having a look at what the mechanics are up to as they try and grab a little bit of rest. Maybe say 10 or 15 minutes of sleep, it's better than nothing. Because you never know when you might be called upon. And as the drivers are still behind the safety car, it is, as I said, Toyota, Porsche, Toyota, then Ferrari.
backing. We talking about cash back. Cash back. Now we get it. Practice too long. Word. No practice. You talking about cash back. I mean, we're not talking about it yet. Chase free money. Chase, make more for you.
WeatherTech products are designed and manufactured in America using only American raw materials. Most competitors make these 7,000 miles away. Minimum rather than quit. With WeatherTech in your vehicle, and you'll hear it for 7,000 miles. They do. So, American technology, American vehicle quality. Not an imported jet for a few bucks less. Get the world's best floor liners and support America. Find your fit at WT.com.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done, sir.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enron, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling in RA and PSA, relieve fatigue, and stop further joint damage, and in PSA can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occur. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant. Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
AbbVie could help you save.
Oh man, do you stick with plump, juicy raisins or try something deliciously frosted? Best to really chew on this one. But maybe not so healthy. More delicious ways to grab.
Progressive makes it easy to save with a quick commercial auto quote online. So you can get back to your monster to-do list. Get a quote at progressivecommercial.com.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, a premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance, plus stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger, too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps. Joe.
A pace. The result here is going to come to them by the misfortune of others, not on their own pace. Sad to say.
Well, that's absolutely true, but again, it is a brand new car being run by a brand new team. This is not a race team, this is a test team that has now done 3 races. This is strictly fair because Ironlinks do have racing experience, but they've had to grow a lot. And exactly as we saw with Peugeot in their first year, as we saw with Buescher in their first year, Ferrari in their first year, is that they will get incrementally better at quite a rate running the cars, and running them for 24 hours here will give you as much information basically as almost the rest of the season will, just in one weekend. So that's because we saw the difference that actually Open Winter made to Penske's operation, of course, their understanding of it. These cars are complicated, and when they're brand new and the setup data is basically a white sheet of A4 paper with nothing written on it, then you have a lot to learn, and the quicker you can learn it, the more you'll keep the car close to its potential operating window, and it will go quicker and quicker.
And Lamborghini also, early in the season,
is overshadowed by the crowd around the doctor. Whenever they go into the pits, whenever there's an auto...
What's happening on your screen? I hear my face is all over your screen or something.
Thanks for the constant great content, Matt.
People, there's like a new emote or something. Joel W, thank you.
Well, Provi says you're too old to understand this sort of young person stuff. Oh, watch out, Lambo spinning. Very nice. Very nicely avoided, dear sir.
Yes. Damn Corvette got around me, that's alright. Ah. We got ourselves a motor race, folks. The only Mustang. I just got caught up in traffic. Slowed me down. I'd rather get past a little bit than get dead.
There is one stipulation. We can't be beaten by the Mustang.
Oh yeah, no worries about that. We'll get him. Hey Steve, it's on my YouTube channel. But yes, it was a late night last night. You almost broke me, Rydog, last night. You almost did there, buddy, but I appreciate it. Did you really hurt your foot, Rydog? Raw hot dog, good to see you. Doing good. You hurt all over?
We'll do it, Luke. Top 10 pace, top 10 pace. That's good, that's good.
Yeah, doing fine.
I'll pre-warn you, once the lead balloon gets in the car, it may be top 20 bits.
Really, Ride Dog? Damn, dude.
There is nowhere to hide. They will find you.
Oh my god.
1_R_Steve has just donated $100. Congratulations, that was one hell of a run.
It was a hell of a run, that's what they're saying. Steve, thank you so much, man. You've been way more than generous. Oh, thank you, Steve. It was a great subathon. Almost lost my mind. Oh, we didn't. We survived! Thank you, buddy. More than generous. Someone die? I think someone died back there.
Yeah, I'm just watching it now. 2 GT3s being very silly. One's fully dead, I think, in the pits. It was P2. Was P2.
That's unscheduled pit from the 62. Steve.
He's crabbing. Don't get either. They're all starting to die in Minecraft. He got neck corded a bit.
They're all starting to die in Minecraft. I love it. Another one bites the dust.
Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust.
Dude, this is the craziest race I've ever been in.
Yeah.
That's your side of the car.
I have many talents.
If I hadn't been born, we wouldn't have gotten a meatball.
Saying 9 now. Well, iRacing is saying... Yeah, iRacing is saying 6, race I'm saying 9, so I...
Well, my last race last night I did at Pocono was amazing.
Is that sarcastic amazing or actually amazing?
No, it was actually really good. We were like 3 wide, like almost the whole lap near the end, and I was able to get ahead, and I got second. And Nimcross was there to see it.
Oh. Nimcross once threatened to mute me.
The nipple tassel thing? No.
Yeah, I've got a screenshot of the very comment. I was so proud, I framed it and everything.
Hey, Iggy. Yep, it's all over. I will no longer be streaming iRacing ever again. If you guys haven't seen it, the end of the subathon video is on my YouTube channel, a special little video that Checkers or Wreckers put together. We showed it at the end of the subathon yesterday. That should be the latest video that would pop up on my YouTube channel if you guys want to go see it. It's only like a minute long. It was a fun 68 days, 69 days. How long was it? No, 69? 35 days? 34? Forget. But, as fun as it was, we gotta turn the page. There's a new chapter. Higher quality streams incoming. Wow, I didn't stream 24 hours a day. You guys almost broke me, but I persevered. I didn't think I was gonna make it after Riley's $150 donation at like whatever it was, like 1:30 a.m. I was like, shh, this son of a bitch. Of course it'd be Riley. So glad to have you back. Now I can actually see you face to face. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. 14-hour days average. Yeah. Oh, tomorrow's Father's Day. I don't even know what we're doing. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Can I do nothing? That'd be great. I want to do nothing tomorrow. That's my right. As a dad, right? Tomorrow. Is today Saturday?
I've lost track of days a long time ago. I think so.
Yeah, okay. I think tomorrow's Father's Day.
Is it 2024?
Yes. Oh man, Phantom, it's amazing.
Is that toast I can smell?
I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow. I don't know what Samantha has planned. I'll probably stream tomorrow. No. Yes. Any good races tomorrow on iRacing? Probably come back Wednesday. Wait, is there a Coke? Is there a Coca-Cola e-NASCAR race? I think they run every 2 weeks. There's not a NASCAR race on Tuesday night, is there? For iRacing?
I feel like I'm wildly off course.
I tracker Blam King.
Like I'm wildly off course.
I tracker Blam King.
Okay, we're okay. Okay, let's figure out the VOR and approach. So 112.5. Do I have top of descent marked somewhere? Let's take a look. I don't want to be a... Well, that's about set up as can be.
look at the screen real quick.
And do you, Michael? Once it...
The door is shut. It is not the...
Outside line.
Oh, that's the 155 Formula Racing Ferrari, not actually being run under the banner of Formula Racing, being run under the banner of Spirit of Race, a team banner that would be a regular rival to Formula Racing, in fact, in the European Le Mans Series. Yeah, the 78 car was hit hard from behind by the number 7 Toyota in morning warm-up, in which, in the words of the late great Hugh Chamberlain, nothing good ever happens, and there is definitely evidence of that. And David, you and I, not only missing the late great Huge, but also a denizen of this booth at this time of the small hours. For those of you who are watching in prime time, who've spent a lot of years watching Le Mans, you will miss the sound of the late, very recently departed Neville Hay, an enormous enthusiast of motor racing of all kinds, particularly of the 1930s and 1950s, when he was starting to get into motor racing in the 1950s and learning about the 1930s from the people that were still around. And yeah, miss him very much indeed. Part of the Eurosport team for a long number of years, and Neville having a ramble during the evening was always a joy to behold, although there were occasions, it must be said, when I was sitting in the booth realising that of the three of us, myself, Neville Hay and Chris Parsons, there was only one of us actually still awake.
Le Mans mattered hugely to Neville. He loved the race. He used to come here with Richard, his son. Neville was, I don't think, ever prouder than when Richard raced in Le Mans for Morgan, for TVR. And Neville was one of the founding fathers of Radio Le Mans in its very, very early days. In 1987, the commentary done from the El Tribune was by Neville. He was the most generous of characters, not financially, I don't think, in that respect, but his time, his guidance, his support, his enthusiasm, and both Martin and I, and quite a few other people at Le Mans this weekend, owe Neville a huge debt because of what he did for us to help our careers, such as they are, to manifest. Anybody that showed any enthusiasm for the sport, Nev would encourage. He would take them under his wing. He was a generous character in every respect. He was a great raconteur. He had a voice like nobody else's. And that original Radio Le Mans commentary, bits of it still exist, because those of you with another long memory will remember a track by the Swiss band Yellow called The Race. And they issued on the B side of the single, that dates it, doesn't it, something called the Sporting Mix. And it took different cuts of commentators from various things, which included Neville's commentary from Le Mans in 1987. So it starts, this single, with the engines have started, there are yellow flags still down at the start, and the last line was, the flag is out, the race is won, and it just seemed like the perfect sign-off, ultimately, for the late great Neville Hay.
Safety car remains out at Le Mans, and we are seconds away from the halfway mark. 12 hours and 30 odd seconds remain. We've got this, David. We've broken the back of it. David.
Salt Lake's went offline.
David,
Denver Center went offline.
We're halfway through.
Coming up on.
I think that. Do you know, actually that calls for a cup of tea and a bit of cake. So why don't you pop out and switch the kettle on yourselves and treat yourselves, even if it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Cup of tea and a bit of cake, not a bad idea.
Chilling at 41,000.
So the halfway mark is just about reached. There, the Rolex clock saying we've done 12 hours. It's 4 a.m. and an awful lot has happened in the last 12 hours of the race. And it is Brendan Hartley still, back in the lead of the race, because on that last pit stop, the Toyota has jumped ahead, but the gap is much reduced. But let's have a look at what's been going on in the race thus far. It all began, Martin Haven, in the daylight.
No, this is Spa 24 hours. Okay, it was a dry start to the race, which came as a surprise to many, with an all-American front row. Martin, you idiot, Porsches aren't American. Porsche starts on pole, yes, but it was a Porsche run by Roger Penske's operation that led from the number 3 Cadillac, but Ferrari's on row 2, immediately trying to insinuate themselves into the leading group. The Porsche, incidentally, Roger Penske's second pole at Le Mans, just 61 brief years after Pedro Rodriguez, with whom he was sharing a Nart Ferrari 330, took pole for the duo in 1963. When I was 2 years old. That's astonishing that I'm actually here to watch his second pole position, and it was the number 6 car, an astonishing lap by Kevin Estre that set the fastest time in hyperpole. But this onboard view for number 50 Ferrari shows how aggressive the Ferraris were at the start. The 51 car, of course, was the Ferrari that won, or at least not the actual Ferrari, but the number on the Ferrari that won last year. It is the same car, but with a year's development that Ferrari brings back the 499P hypercar for their second attempt to win here at Le Mans. It is going to be, if Porsche win, their 20th overall victory, and that's only the overall victories for the company from Stuttgart. So on the Mulsanne, first time of asking, sparks from the Porsche. Great view back here as well from the leader. There's the number 3 car tucking in into second place. Sebastian Bourdais starting the car that he qualified so strongly, nearly took pole position. But around the outside, Antonio Fuoco was on fire in the opening lap. Fuoco latching onto the tail of the number 6 Porsche, was soon able to challenge for the lead. Well, we knew with 9 different manufacturers and 23 cars in the hypercar category, we were in for a big race, and so it proved. On board in the Cadillac, here's a great view of the start, how close quarters it is. Look at that, you can almost feel that your toes are touching the Porsche in front, but the Caddy just being bounced around the outside by the Ferrari, just being a little bolder, a little deeper in under braking, taking that second place away into the Dunlop chicane. First time of asking, will then go on to take the lead of the race towards the end of the Mulsanne straight. No, it's not daylight, it is the middle of the race. 12 hours in, but this is a great view on board from the Cadillac number 3 that started on the outside of the front row of the grid. Here's the view from the 51 Ferrari, starting behind the pole sitter in third. Okay, can't go inside, your teammate's there, so you're left with no option but to back off a little and see if there's an inside channel to the chicane. There isn't, the Cadillac's covered that off. There's your teammate who's gone around the outside from 4th to 2nd. Drat, can't let him get away with that. Got to stay outside the Caddy. Not quite enough heat in the tyres, can't do that. The Cadillac's just struggling a little. The Cadillac's warm-up is normally really good. Ferrari's maybe not quite so quick. Down the Mulsanne though, heading to Mulsanne corner, looking back from the race leader, and here comes the 50 Ferrari. Antonio Fuoco going the long way round the outside. This is a great pass for the lead. See it on board. In fact, it's down towards Indianapolis here, the fastest part of the circuit, over the brow, sweeping down towards the flat-out right-hander. You hit VMAX there, the quickest part of the track, and he got back online, bringing the speed right down for the second part. Short squirt down to Arnage, hairpin right, so hard right turn, slowest part on the circuit, and we have the lead on lap 1.
Let's get on course
Only
here.
23 hours, 59 minutes and a couple of seconds to hang on to that, and jobs are good. Number 2 Cadillac back in the garage, or back in the pit lane rather. The rule in the pits is that no more than 2 people can work on the car at any one time, and as a result, anything more than basic stuff and a pit stop will be done in the garage, where you can throw all bodies at it.
Information to the pit lane. It seems that we may be staying longer than we expected with the safety cars on track. It seems that we may stay much longer than we expected. It was getting lighter, now it's getting back to heavy rain again.
So that confirming what we were suggesting earlier, Martin, that it is because of the rain and the darkness, and it's a safety call really, which you can understand. So with the rain falling and it's set to get heavier, in the darkness it's looking after the drivers, it's looking after their safety, and of course tangentially you might argue the marshal's safety, because if they are trying to deal with accidents in bad weather, their job becomes more dangerous as well. You can see the rain falling quite heavily again in the pit lane, and more cars cycling through pit stops. So right now, Brendan Hartley's number 8 Toyota leads number 6, the Kevin Estre-driven Porsche, and then Jose Maria Lopez subbing, of course, for Mike Conway in his bicycling accident. Third, fourth, Miguel Molina in Ferrari number 50. In fifth place, 83, Yeye. And then in sixth spot, 38, Oliver Rasmussen in the Hertz Team Jota entry. Seventh is Cadillac number 3, Renger van der Zande. Eighth place, Alessandro Pierguidi's 51 Ferrari. That's last year's winning combination of drivers, don't forget, along with Antonio Giovinazzi and James Collado. Ninth, number 2, which we saw a moment ago in the pit lane, Alex Palou in the Cadillac. 10th is number 5, Porsche, Michael Christensen. And 11th, Porsche number 12 from the Jota stable, Callum Eilert. Those 11 are your cars on the lead lap. So right now, just after halfway, it is any one of those 11, arguably, that has the chance of winning the race. But an awful lot can happen in the remainder of this race, and so right now it's all neutralised anyway. What we do know is that it's going to be bunched up for the restart, of course. We also know that the wave by, getting everybody in a line, takes quite a while, so this is liable to be a long safety car period. The first one, and this is the second of the race, the first one was over an hour, and I suspect this might be going the same way because we've already had the best part of 25 minutes.
The first one took a long time because it took a long time to repair the barriers. As you just heard, Eduardo Freitas extending this, and again that does rather underline your thought that it was for rain. Again, to keep everybody safe. So if the drivers are safer at lower speed, then the marshals remain safe and so on. And in the eyes of Eduardo Freitas, a good race is one that everybody goes home from, which I have to say I find very hard to argue with at all. So the safety cars continue to circulate. Just saw, and again, another slew of pit stops, and particularly that LMP2 car, the Panis racing car, that taking off fresh wets. So again, what you don't want, if the rain is going to remain at a reasonably heavy level and the track remain pretty wet, is tired wets that have got no grip. In the same way that your road car, you are forced to change tyres that are going bald because there will be no grip in the wet. Ditto for a race.
Apparently it was 2.5 hours that since I left. The top group more or less the same. The changes, CrowdStrike Racing by APR, I believe lost a wheel, is that correct?
Yes, and is out of the race because or they found the wheel, they couldn't get it back on the car, and despite the best efforts of Stewie suggesting that they stuff a bit of broken car into the wheel, into the brake disc to stop the wheel turning so they could drive the other wheel, unfortunately they couldn't, so that car is out.
He will have been very annoyed with that wheel.
I think they're just. Hugh Chamberlain always said, could cars please have the decency either to go all the way to the checkered flag or stop before the pubs close, which I think is an entirely acceptable premise.
It's completely fair enough.
Of course, cars being cars, they did neither quite frequently, and normally waited, lurking quite happily around the crease and is likely.
Performance and protection.
The levels are.
With Anthony Davidson as you join us 90 minutes into a safety car period for wet weather.
What of a miss, Martin?
It's rained and we've been behind the safety car for an hour and a half.
I thought I was sleeping well with the silence out there. You always know something's well, not wrong, but not quite going to plan when you know you can sleep well at Le Mans.
Well, it has been a long and slightly tedious period for the drivers and crews, but the crews at least are getting a little bit of rest. Eduardo Freitas there in the race control, not resting yet. That's not going to happen until about 8 this evening. In the white shirt, our assistant race director. There's Lisa, whose voice you hear in the automated countdowns to full course yellows. He is also the other assistant race director for the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Can see another little lull in the radar, and then probably some more rain around turn 7, then another little lull, and then rain everywhere.
Okay. I'm actually being serious. I don't think I can stay in here for like after another pit stop. The problem I'm having is I'm cramping up on my legs, and then I'm not using my legs. I've got to keep them off the pedals, and I'm starting to cramp on my knees. So I'm just saying, I don't think I can last for another hour or hour and a half or whatever. Just so you're aware. If it stays empty like this, I'm going to start struggling.
Understood. Don't think that would be very good for us, but I'll have a look.
Wow, what about that?
What's going to be worse for them is if he does start cramping up, because even at these speeds it's going to be hard to drive. Have seen a couple of drivers getting out of prototypes and really stiff-leggedly trying to stand up straight, and that's very much, first of all, it's freezing cold. Secondly, as he said, I'm having to keep my feet off the pedals, so he's not got his feet on the floor like you would do in your car, because there isn't one, there's no room there. He's having to lift his legs up, keep his legs lifted, sit in your chair at home, lift your heels off the carpet, off the floor, keep them there. Right, now do that for another hour. It's not going to be survivable, and honestly, if he's saying, I don't think I can do this, what he means is, I absolutely can't do this, and I'm trying to just bear up, but you're going to have to sort this out. It might not be ideal for us. No, it's not ideal for us, but you're going to have to do something. They're going to have to change it.
It's Brendan's one of the tallest drivers out there, and shares the car with Sebastian Buemi, Rio Hirakawa, and when you do your seat fit, you will do your seat fit with the knowledge that you're going to be flat out quite a lot, and so your foot is your right foot especially is in a very different position most of the time to when you're completely off the pedal. So I should imagine it's yeah, when you're a taller driver and the angle of your knee and your shin compared to where your ankle ends up is very different compared to if you're a shorter driver like myself, where you have a straighter leg basically.
Yeah.
With that compromise of reaching the pedals, your knee will take up a lot of that. You know, with the angle of attack will mitigate that. So actually, for the shorter drivers, it's easier. You cramp up less in these kind of situations. So poor old Brendan, he's a super fit athlete, and he's probably never experienced this kind of situation before.
And you get cramp in odd places, so
yeah,
maybe not the hamstring, maybe not the calf, but the shin, the front of the leg, particularly, you know what I mean, and that's, you cannot stretch that out.
And
that
also,
is not happening.
Also, without the G-force going through your body, when you pull the G-force, you're resisting against that, of course, and your legs and your glutes very much so take the brunt of that a lot of the time. So a bit like when you're in a kayak and you're wedged against the sides and you're feeling the whole boat move around, you feel it through your body that way. You do the same thing in the car, in a racing car. So without that G-force going at such slow speeds, it's like just sitting in your car on the motorway for a 4 or 5 hour journey. When you start cramping up, but desperate to get out.
But on a bench, not in a comfortable seat, because there's no comfort padding in a racing car.
Well, it's like when you're in your road car, imagine not being able to move.
Live coverage of the FIA World Endurance Championship will return on MotorTrend.
I will never again lose to my brother, decided himself, because I've switched to consumer cellular, and now I get the same coverage he's got for up to half the cost. I'm the one who wins. Birds, when freedom calls, we're here to answer.
Unlike those other messy whole-body deodorants, Native Whole Body Deo dries on contact, doesn't leave white residue on clothes, and fights odor for 72 hours. For your pits, privates, chest, thighs, and feet. How do they do it? Get Native.
Electric for short trips, gas for long.
Quite the paradox.
It really is both. The Lexus RX plug-in hybrid.
I've
other universities didn't fit into my life.
Turn left on Alpha, and then next left on Delta, hold short runway 13 right.
133400.
He said it would take me 4 years to graduate.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune, but I didn't have to listen to them.
That off for the moment.
Delta 495, exit left, safe parking.
Oh, very good, Delta parking.
What was the gate again?
We're just gonna park where the Delta is parking.
Yeah, okay, so basically the whole airport. Delta 495, taxi to parking via Bravo.
Yeah, via Bravo, Delta 495. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, Center Delta 1062 with Oscar push.
Delta 1062, hold your push. I have an arriving 737. He's using Bravo. I'll give you a call once they pass.
Center, good evening. United 1367, flight level 340.
United 1367, Minneapolis Center, IDET.
IDET, United 1367.
Delta 623, cross runway 13 right at Delta, and then continue via Delta. Humphrey turn will be off your left.
Minneapolis Center, RFK 416 with you, 410, nearing top of descent.
Checks, United 1367, request to step away for about 15 mics.
United 1367, that's approved. Let me know when you're back.
We'll call him back, United 1367.
The aircraft calling previously, you were blocked. Say again.
Yeah, Minneapolis Center, RFK 617 with you, 410, nearing top of descent.
RFK 617, Minneapolis Center, IDET.
Ident, RFK 617.
Delta 1062, push and start approved on to Bravo. November 621 Echo, wind 14011, gust 19er, fly heading 150, runway 17 cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 150, runway 17 cleared for takeoff. November 621 Echo.
RFK 617, radar contact 18 miles east of O'Neill. Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Descend 240, pilot's discretion, RFK 617, thank you. Alright, 240, let's bring it on down.
Delta 1026, Minneapolis Center, push and set approved on to Bravo. RFK 617, I'm in altitude, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 340.
340, pilot's discretion, 617.
Delta 2507, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Delta 240, our discretion, Delta 2507.
November 621 Echo, radar contact, say altitude.
1,500.
November 621 Echo, climb and maintain 17,000, proceed direct, doctor.
Climb and maintain 17,000, doctor.
Pull a little bit of speed brake here.
And primary 4211 short of 17, ready to go.
Primary 4211, heavy wind 14011, gust 19er, fly. Turn left heading 120, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
See if we can get ahead of this thing.
Copy to wind, clear for takeoff 17, primary 4211.
November 6 to an echo, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290.
Delta 1026, I'm sorry, were you ready for taxi? Delta 1026, runway 17, taxi via Alpha Charlie Whiskey, cross runway 12 right at Charlie, cross runway 4 at Whiskey.
Really detailed. Really detailed.
Delta 1026, runway 17, taxi via Alpha Charlie Whiskey, cross runway 12 right at Charlie, cross runway 4 at Whiskey.
17 Alpha Charlie Whiskey, cross 12 right at Charlie and cross 4 at Whiskey. Delta 1062, alternate taxi.
Delta 1062, I know you're in a group flight. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Alright, Delta 1062, runway 17, taxi via Alpha Charlie Whiskey, cross runway 12 right at Charlie, cross runway 4 at Whiskey.
It's gonna be
Alpha Charlie Whiskey, cross 12
approach
right at Charlie, taking it other again?
VOR
Cross
14.
runway 4 at Whiskey, Alpha Charlie Whiskey, same route as your
12.5
friend.
is already set.
Alright, Alpha Charlie Whiskey, cross 12 right at Charlie, cross 4 at Whiskey, thanks.
Delta 1026, give way to company 321 on Bravo, joining Alpha in front of you.
Yeah, we'll give way to the company, Delta.
Alright, start cruising down here.
66 Mike is back.
Yeah, I'm 66 Mike, roger. RFK 617, it looks like you're deviating off course. What's going on here?
Yeah, ended up a little bit south of planned ONL to Kate's, on our way back to Kate's.
RFK 617, roger. Do you just want direct to field?
We'll end up on the VOR 14 approach.
Altitude.
RFK 617, do you want direct to field? And I'll just, you can request an approach and I'll either vector you or somehow get you on it.
Yeah, please vector me to the 14 approach, please, VOR.
Okay, RFK 617, we'll start with this. Clear direct Newton Municipal Airport, and then once you get closer, I'll vector you to the approach.
Copy, thanks.
And primary 4211, passing 2,200 for 7,000.
Primary 4211, heavy climb and maintain 17,000. Proceed direct to White, resume the Wellstone 7 departure.
White 17,000, we'll resume the departure, primary 4211.
Northwest 514, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Northwest 514.
It's alright too.
Delta 1062, roger.
Alright, CS14 is 185
RFK
away.
617, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Flight level 240, RFK 617. Alright, bring it on down to Chinatown.
Northwest 514, turn right heading 030.
Right, 030, Northwest 514.
Primary 4211, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Going up 37, Primary 4211.
November 279er, November Echo requesting VFR clearance for traffic. We're in Omaha.
November 279er, November Echo, Minneapolis Center, roger. Advise you have information Echo at Omaha and squawk. Actually, I'll have a squawk for you shortly.
Down. Final waypoint, right? Okay.
November 279er, November Echo, say aircraft type.
Is that for November 621 Echo?
Negative 279er, November Echo, say aircraft type.
We're going to be in an X Cub.
Northwest 514, turn right heading 150, intercept runway 12 right, localizer.
Right, 150 to intercept the 12 right, localizer, Northwest 514.
And November 279, November Echo, what is the IKO format for that? RFK 617, descend and maintain correction 10,000, the Newton altimeter 2981.
10,000 via Newton altimeter.
Niner November Echo, give us one moment.
Delta 1062, wind 14011, gust 19er, fly runway heading, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Down there. Getting down there.
Plus 514, descend and maintain 3000. Descend and maintain 3000.
Lesson over Sioux City now.
Niner November Echo, we're going to be Lima.
November 279, November Echo, what's the code going to be? Actually, can you just put it in text? That'd be easier. Northwest 514, Minneapolis Airport, 12 o'clock in about 8 miles, report in sight.
Nova Julie will call the field, Northwest 514.
Northwest 514, roger. Northwest 514, intercept runway 12 right, localizer, 5 told you already.
We'll intercept the 12 right, localizer, Northwest 514.
North Percussion, Delta 1026, runway 17, line up and wait. Delta 1062, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000 for city exit Umbro. Delta 1026, wind 14011, gust 19er, fly runway heading runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, heading 17, cleared for takeoff.
Northwest 514, 2 miles from Kins, cleared ILS runway 12 right approach. If you can't make the glide slope, just let me know.
Clear ILS 12 right approach, we'll let you know Northwest 514. Lieutenant Northwest 514, yeah, we're going to have to go miss.
Yep, that's okay. Northwest 514, I'll take the blame on that. Turn right, heading 210, climb and maintain 4,000. You get the scenic route.
210 up to 4,000, Northwest 514.
Delta 1026, radar contact, say altitude. Delta 1026, climb and maintain 17,000 for cedar exit Umbro.
Cedar Umbro 17,000.
Alright, passing 19,000 feet. Trying to get down. I'll push it over to local barometer. On our way to 10,000. Let's give it a little bit of speed brake, please.
Northwest 514, turn right, heading 300.
Right, 300, Northwest 514.
Delta 1062, climb and maintain flight level 350.
35.62.
Delta 2507, just curious, are you starting descent pretty soon?
Hello.
We got the descent at about 30 miles, about 20 miles out.
Roger, sounds good, just check. November 279, November Echo, is just confirm you just want to do pattern work at Omaha?
279er, November Echo, A-firm.
Center United 1367, Zach.
United 1367, roger.
Alright, passing 150, 15,000.
November 279er, November Echo, roger. Squawk 3652, runway 14 right, taxi via Gulf 5 Whiskey.
Copy, stand by, give me one moment.
So we got a good long ways to go here.
Niner November Echo, taxi runway 14 right via Golf 5 Whiskey and squawk
Amazing,
one
I've
more
only
time.
had the speed brakes out this whole time. Barely holding
November
speed.
279 November Echo, squawk 3652. United 1367, leaving the airspace, Denver Center closed, frequency change approved.
When you come 122.8, have a good night. Thank you again. We'll see you on the next time.
A little more speed brake.
Delta 1026, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Oh, they did it out.
Northwest 514, turn right heading 030.
Right heading 030, Northwest 514.
November 621 Echo, radar contact lost. RFK 617, advise when you have the weather and NOTAMs into Newton Airport when able, say approach request.
Roger, looking up now.
Delta 2507, leaving the airspace, Winnipeg Center closed, frequency change approved.
Right, over to the honors, Delta 25, next to the APC, we'll talk to you next time.
See ya. Envoy 3541, Minneapolis Center, ident.
Niner November Echo at Omaha, holding short runway 14 right.
Envoy 3541, radar contact 50 miles west of Green Bay.
Envoy 3541 checks, right of course, direct Fargo now.
Envoy 3541, correction, clear direct Fargo Airport.
Roger, Fargo enabled Envoy 3541, current heading for another 20 miles or so.
Oh, you're deviating for weather, I got it. Okay, Envoy 3541, that's fine, just, yeah, when able, proceed direct Fargo and advise.
Alright, Fargo, direct Fargo and advise Envoy 3541.
Northwest 514, turn right heading 150.
Right heading 150, Northwest 514.
Center RFK 617 ready for runway 14 approach there.
Northwest 514, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Northwest 514.
RFK 617, you haven't given me your approach you would like, and you're still pretty far out.
Yeah, looking at the runway 14, localize our approach, please.
RFK 617, roger, I have your request, I'll give it to you in a bit.
Gracias.
November 279er, November Echo, holding short runway 14 right.
Northwest 514, 5 miles from Kins, maintain 3000 until established localizer, cleared ILS, runway 12 right approach.
3000 until established, cleared ILS, 12 right approach, Northwest 514.
And Prime Air 4211, can we be removed for 5 minutes?
Prime Air 4211, that's approved, let me know when you're back.
We'll call you back, thanks, Prime Air 4211.
Getting close.
Niner November Echo at Omaha, am I cleared for pattern work, runway 14 right?
November 279, November Echo, wind at Omaha 14011, make right close traffic, runway 14 right, cleared for takeoff.
Right close traffic, runway 14 right, 9er November Echo.
November 66, Mike, leaving the airspace, Chicago Center closed, frequency change approved.
Advisory 66, Mike, have a good night, man.
Yep, good night, Matt.
Low.
Minneapolis Center, Silverhawk 516 west of 8 Center, roll 410.
Is that our airport there, maybe?
Silverhawk 560, Minneapolis Center, call me again in about 10 minutes. You're still too far out, I can't see you. Northwest 514, wind 14011, gust 19, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 12 right, Northwest 514.
Delta 1062, amend altitude for now, maintain flight level 320.
32, 1062.
Way off on throttles here.
November 279, November Echo, report your downwind.
9er November Echo will report.
RFK 617, I never cleared you below correction 10,000. Maintain 5,000.
Maintain 5,000, RFK 617.
Altitude.
All right. Is it going to get below this?
RFK 617, there's no localizer approach for runway 14. Would you like the RNAV approach, or would you like the VOR for runway 14?
VOR 14, please.
RFK 617, roger.
So I requested earlier.
And Primary 4211, back on flight deck.
Primary 4211, roger. RFK 617, clear direct Newton VOR across Newton at or above, or correction, at or above 2,700, cleared VOR runway 14, approach Newton Airport, report procedure, turn inbound.
Clear direct Newton at or above 2,700 for VOR 14 approach. Thank you very much. RFK 617.
Northwest 514, say parking. Northwest 514, taxi to parking via Bravo Delta. Have a good night, Cody.
Niner November Echo, downwind, runway 14 right.
November 9 November Echo, runway 14 right, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, 9 November Echo.
Getting close.
Niner November Echo, right base, runway 14 right.
November 9 November Echo, roger.
Envoy 3541, direct Fargo.
Envoy 3541, thanks. United 1898, living in the airspace, Chicago Center closed, frequency change approved.
Are we able to go to Oscar Foxtrot Kilo at all?
Over Unicom for United 1898, yeah.
November 9 November Echo, say again.
9 November Echo requesting VFR to Oscar Foxtrot Kilo after this option.
Altitude.
Diac, or correction, November 279 November Echo, roger. On the mist, make, or correction, fly or right down them for runway 14 right.
Getting really close here.
9 November Echo, can I still land on runway 14 right?
Affirmative, yep, on the mist, just make a right downwind.
2.5. Programmed in. Final approach course of 147.
Delta 1062, Chicago Center closed, frequency change approved.
Unicom, Delta 650, yeah.
Delta 1026, leaving the airspace, frequency change approved.
Yeah,
Unicom,
nearly
Bishop Hager, Rick, and I, Delta
700.
1026.
Thanks, you too.
Nice and low. Ooh. Super low. Landing lights.
November Echo, right downwind runway 14 right.
Well, that feels low, doesn't it?
November 279, November Echo, maintain VFR at or below, or question, maintain VFR at or below 3,500 for now, and resume on navigation.
9 November Echo, at or below 3,500, and resume on navigation. Thank you.
Silverhawk 560 on the frequency still.
And at Primary 4211, we're back about 5 minutes.
Primary 4211, yep, I gotcha.
Yeah, Silverhawk 560, level 41040 west of Grand Island.
Silverhawk 560, Minneapolis Center radar contact. Silverhawk 560, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000, the Omaha altimeter 29075.
PD down to 16,000, Silverhawk 560.
Wondering if I should call him or if he should call me.
November 279, November Echo, ident, please.
November Echo, ident.
Center RFK 617, just confirming clear to land, Newton 14 right.
RFK 617, no, you're, so, are you direct to Newton right now? Have you done your procedure turn yet? Do you know how to fly a VOR approach?
Yeah, direct Newton right now, preparing to turn right for VOR, already plugged in.
Okay, good. RFK 617, Roger. When you report your procedure, when you do the procedure turn back inbound on the 147 course, advise that, and then I'll switch you over to Unicom because that's an uncontrolled field.
Gotcha. Okay, 2 miles out from that right turn.
Yeah, those VOR approaches are tricky. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were doing before, because most pilots in Batson don't know how to fly those approaches.
I know some things. I don't know some things. This might be one of those things I know halfway.
Well, you know. Give it a go.
Anyway, we're at that 147 there. About to turn right. I think I got a field inside over there.
November 279 November Echo, thanks. Radar contact 11 miles northwest Omaha Airport. November 279 November Echo, altitude your discretion.
9 November Echo, copy, altitude at my discretion. November Echo, am I able to do any acrobatic flight for this?
November 279 November Echo, near VFR. I guess I'm not going to stop you.
9 November Echo, just wanted to be sure.
Yep, if you're gonna maneuver, wait until you get outside the Class Charlie airspace, and then you're free to maneuver.
Roger.
Hey, Center RFK 617, runway 14 in sight.
Okay, RFK 617. Oh, would you just like the visual approach instead?
No, we can do the VOR. That's fine.
Yes, that works. RFK 617. No other aircraft observed between you and the Newton Airport. Report IFR cancellation. This frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom. Thank you so much for your ATC tonight.
Absolutely.
Just leave it on the frequency for the moment. For the ambient noise. Alright, what we're going to do is go down 1 notch in flaps. Come off on the throttle some more. And another notch of flaps. We'll do landing gear when I'm ready. Gear down. Let's get over online here. Double check here, 3 green, no red. Flaps full. I don't want to set the world on fire. That 127. Give it a little more airspeed while we're coming in.
Number 279 November Echo, radar contact lost.
Overcorrected a little bit. Bring it back to the left a bit. And even it out. Showing 4 whites, no reds. Bring it down just a bit. Pretty good approach right here. Come off on the throttle some more. Maybe all the way. Oh, 2 white, 2 red. Nice. off all the way. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
Walker 3439, yeah, that helps actually a lot. Expect ILS runway 12 right approach, and advise you have information India.
Ooh. A little sloppy on the landing.
Runway 3541, descend up ILS discretion, maintain 8000, the Fargo altimeter 29er62.
Alright. Made it. Newton traffic RFK 617, clear runway 14 to the left for the ramp. You know, Ferda was saying that the scenery at this airport is pretty terrible. And so far I can confirm that. Even at night. Leave the landing lights on, it's a little easier to taxi. I don't want to set the world on fire. Oh, hello. All right. There it is. Oh, thank you so much for hanging